On everything, don't be dishonest. I met you way back at the Onyx.
Okay, Yatta.
That jump was small, we was sweating.
Support.
I wanted you bad as
That's
ever.
the part I know.
Okay.
But I can never have ya. Meet me at the let out.
Yeah, the whole album in
Baby,
the
it's
background.
whatever. I'm just trying, and I hope you try, too.
All right, everybody. I'm Sabrae.
Yeah.
I'm Sean.
I'm Blase.
And this is No Disclaimers Podcast. How y'all doing today? Y'all
We
just
tell you
listening
wasn't
to...
supposed to say that.
No, it's
Oh,
okay.
was it?
That's our
It's
fault.
okay. It worked out.
We supposed to give you a-
It
See
how they
worked
treat me?
out.
See how they treat me?
You're supposed to get your own formal
Give
like
you your own
introduction.
special
Okay.
It's okay, though. That flowed real well, though.
It's fine. You did really good. That was good, Blase. So, Sean, before we get started, I want you to introduce Blase.
But Blase, introduce yourself and tell them what you do, what you're about, how to book you, all that. Plug yourself in.
Plug myself in. Let's see how you do. It's always because I'm a DJ. I'm DJ Blase, aka Blase Blase. I was here before the song came out. First of all, so that to be known. Yeah, before that I was here. And you can follow me on IG, DJ Blase. I don't do Facebook. You can follow me on Snap, DJ Blase. And plug your shoot your shot. You can DM me. I take those.
Shameless plug.
You know what I'm saying? Also for real business, it's DJ Blase DC at gmail.com. You know, I do all events. I do a lot of club events.
Amazing job, too.
Birthday parties,
Bar mitzvahs.
Bar mitzvah engagement parties, baby reveals, baby showers.
Retirement parties.
You know what I'm saying? Divorcing parties.
You said
I've done it
divorcing
all.
parties.
I've done it all.
Really?
That's a real thing?
That's a real thing.
Hey, I feel
But
it,
both
though.
parties must not be there. Like, it just must be like a whole bunch of
One
women in there
person.
watching Tyler Perry movies.
No.
They probably be having some male strippers in there.
It used to be a man having a party with a bunch, like she said, a bunch of strippers, some good drinks, and we free, nigga. Oh yeah, we are free now.
Damn, I never knew that. That's
Wow, I don't like that. So when you been married, you in jail, like...
tough. Yeah, a relationship is in jail.
Oh, you didn't start
If it
some
was
shit now.
if it was a bad marriage, I guess
That's
so.
what, yeah.
Oh, a good one,
yeah.
bad one? I mean, I'm not...
If it was a good one, you probably not gonna be getting divorced. But
That's true too.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, relationships is just like... Just jail, period. So.
wow.
Okay,
That's
you
an
feeling some type of way.
interesting
You feel something, don't you?
Well,
DJ Joe Ice.
I don't know who is your ice.
I was just asking a question.
who's that?
Yeah, you shooting your shot again, huh?
No, don't disrespect me. Anyway, moving on.
No, it do be awkward when women ask you how you know, like
I just be curious of what DJs be doing with DJs.
I took a picture last night, right? And a whole bunch of women was like, hey, how you know him? I was like, I just know him. Oh. Why you want to know?
You're one of those.
Yeah.
That's what
know?
she's
Well, I mean,
really saying. She's
certain,
like,
certain
oh.
DJs do, like, you come in contact with them if you do an event, like, I know Steve-O, I know Migo, Sims, Rock, some of them DJs. But I've never worked with, like, Analyze or Quicksilver. That's how we come in contact. We don't have, like, a DJ group meeting, everybody come there. It's like, I'm on this event before you or after you.
Oh, and that's
we
how you
we
meet.
rap for a little while then.
Do it be
I like
DJ
this
Beef?
stuff. Yeah, do. I had one DJ Beef.
Okay.
Who, if you can't.
I ain't,
You have to-
I ain't gonna say his name, but the way the joint played out was bad because me and him was cool at first, and randomly he was on my page and he was like, he didn't say nothing. He put LOL, and then he had I guess one of his friends that didn't even follow me comment and was like, "You still in my man's style." I was like, "What?"
Wow.
Now the problem that comes in the fact was he was talking about, you know, every DJ they decal on the front of their iMac or whatever you got, and mine looked like how his looked, except mine said my name and his said his name.
Right.
Now the issue was the decal are like a generic one. I only paid $12 for it.
Yeah.
He did the same thing. It's a bunch of DJs that had that. So then under the comments, the other dude said something. Some girl said something.
So he recruiting people to hate.
He had recruiting people, and that's and another thing. So I had a girl go look at it who know him and was like, yeah, that's all his little friends. Because none of them people follow me at all. So how would you even see the flyer or see my stuff up?
He told him to go to your
He
page.
told him to go to my page.
That's some
After that, he don't even
geeking-ass
follow me no more. We don't see each other on the
Wow.
streets no more. Whatever the case might be.
Because of an emblem.
a decal.
Wow.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Stupid. Fuck him.
That's some geeky
That is-
ass
that is-
behavior.
like-
Oh, you don't gotta
guess
say
in
his name. I hope he watching. Fuck you.
I guess in any industry, you got, competition in that way and haters in that way. That should be happening.
Gay.
What's your favorite demographic to DJ for?
I don't know.
With like dope boys.
No, like whether it's an age
She's like,
group
nah.
or like.
No, it varies because you can go to an older party and have just as much fun as going to the club and doing with the 20 and 30-year-olds.
It's important to be versatile too. So that's good that you got that.
Man, whoever
I'm saying?
pays.
You be mixing them before.
Whoever don't ask for a discount.
You be mixing them before I let go.
That's the
Or
demographic
no?
I like.
Oh, hell yeah. That's my
Okay,
shit.
I just wanted to know. You know
Yeah, all the
But
good
you know-
Asians.
You can't have a night unless
Happy
you go ahead
feelings and all
and mix in some before I let go, and everybody got to be in that motherfucker two-step.
What's your song that you play for every set, no matter the age group, the occasion? Like, what's the go-to? What's the most common song that you play?
Montel Jordan, This Is How We Do It.
Okay.
BBD,
Okay.
Poison.
Uh-huh.
Especially in this area,
Poison. That's my
I always
shit.
gotta play EU doing the butt.
Okay.
And right now, I'm
Do you
mixing a
Google's
lot.
people?
I like cameos, Candy.
Okay.
Ah, okay.
But and that's for any type of.
For most events,
Okay.
those will somehow slide their way in there.
Can we kill the Cupid Shuffle? Yes or no? Can we just
It's not
murder
good.
it?
No, we can't.
It didn't
A lot
go-
of people love the Cupid. I hate it.
I
but
don't like it personally.
Yeah.
I would
The
personally.
wobble didn't kill it?
The
Can
wobble.
we kill that too?
The wobble is trash.
But
Super
I'm saying
trash.
If it's not the
I
electric
mean, all these
slide,
fucking
Right.
boogies is garbage if it other than the electric slide.
Right. Well, why can't people understand
See,
that?
the problem is you got somebody grandma who asked it, and then order some little kid to come up and ask for it,
Like,
and
look,
then
Nana, sit your ass down before I break
that's how we talking. We get the wobble and the cha-cha slide and the Cupid
I'm
shuffle.
cool with the cha-cha,
and then you knock out all those
shit on my
songs.
right
nerves,
together.
too.
I'm
I'm not
cool
gonna
with
all
the
together.
cha-cha, but I really cannot
That
stand the
nigga
wobble.
said Charlie
or the,
Brown. That's the dumb. If you don't get your goddamn.
You know what? But another thing, like for those kind of events, I don't really mind taking
Brown.
requests,
Yeah.
but I hate requesting the club now.
What's the
Charlie Brown.
do guys? What's the weirdest request that you got from a dude?
Oh man, I get a bunch of weird requests from dudes. I'll be in the middle, like if I'll be in the middle of playing, like I'm gonna give you my rotation right now. Just say I'm on a set and I'm playing "Booty" by Black Youngster.
Mm-hmm.
I go behind that and play another twerk song, maybe some Chris Brown or maybe some Moneybagg Yo. And a dude would come tap me and say, "Hey man, can you play some Biggie right now?" Like nigga, you don't see these girls clapping their ass? Right now? You don't see this?
Boy, if you don't go request some goddamn Juvenile and stop playing. Request,
I
nobody
don't wanna
wants to
hear-
hear who shot you
It's
after I
only
just
one
clapped my
Biggie song
ass.
I ever want to hear.
What?
Big Papa.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear no
Nobody
other
wants
Biggie
to
song.
hear
I want.
Notorious Thugs after I just got finished clapping my cheeks.
The problem is when you be in the mix. You in the mix, I get in the groove because I might start off with either clapping for the ladies. Sometimes I switch into go-go and have them keep clapping some more, or you know what I'm saying.
Have them keep clapping.
Yeah.
Clap it down, clap it down.
Nigga, you need to change your name to DJ Clappers.
Nah,
But then,
I don't think so.
But then once you
Now Blase good. He's done like 5 of my events. Like,
Oh, wow, yeah.
solid. Shows up on. I've booked DJs and they showed up 30 minutes late, or like, and I've already paid them. Like, yo,
yeah.
what the fuck is up? Like, you know what I'm saying? Super professional.
You gotta catch a
Yeah.
half an hour.
He was on time
Stayed.
today, so I could tell his
Oh,
level
yeah.
of
Right.
professionalism.
And he was outside when I was outside. It
That's
was
what
like,
I'm
hold
saying.
the door.
Yeah.
I
to
know
me,
good
Like
people.
Shay,
I know good
DJ.
people.
Yeah.
that's part of business. You're supposed to be
Yeah.
on time.
That's almost like who was whipping that ball?
I fucks with
almost
that.
like towards the cul-de-sac.
Sean, don't you
But
agree
no,
with that?
because I feel like I was late.
Yeah.
That to me is
Nah.
late because I got hit
Yeah,
at 6.
I like when people
you
on
was
time. Like,
late.
if you say my appointment starts at 6, I like to.
You like to show up at 6:20.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh man.
Everything ain't CP time.
How about you, Sabrae?
You know what? I love being on time, and you know what? I love looking out for my friends and doing favors all the time.
Let me tell you, yeah, I like doing favors too. Like one time, this barber that I used to have, right? I got there on time. This guy missed his appointment. And then my barber asked, like, can he just,
I hate
can he
that.
just go in front of you? I said,
No,
let
like
him
shit,
go.
boy. No. You can go
I
after
spent
me.
3
You
hours in
That
the barbershop
wasn't
one
me.
time.
can go after
That
me.
wasn't me.
oh, no, it wasn't you because you didn't ask me. I was just trying to help you out.
You can go after me.
Remember? So
you.
Triple S was in there, right?
Yeah.
I was right at the Triple S, but I had to go outside and talk on the phone. And I came back. it was an older guy, and I was like,
Was he next though?
no, he missed his appointment. But you said he was Kai's like folks or like. He was an older.
She's lost.
He was
Did
an
he
older
look like he
brown
got
skin
bitches?
guy.
Because if he don't look like he got bitches,
I
there was no
don't-
point
I
in
don't
him
usually-
He missed his
got bitches,
appointment.
If you don't get bitches, if you missed your appointment, who cares if you missed your appointment? You don't get bitches anyway, so
I
you
don't
don't
have-
even, it's
I
not
don't
even
have
urgent for you to be
preferential.
fresh. Get your ass out of here.
Remember, because I remember because I had a event that day, and I had to be somewhere like time, and he was like, "Man, I apologize, Sean. It'll never happen. Thank you for being understanding." I was like, I'm just an understanding dude.
She gave the
I'm not
great
making
job.
this up. It was Triple S.
We'll talk about this after the show because I really don't have preferential treatment to somebody. If it is,
No, you need to have preferential treatment.
I don't.
To, like, your
I don't.
podcast
You
mate.
missed your appointment.
I should.
Fuck your fade. You
Wow.
lost.
I don't know if it was he missed. I don't know what it was, but I don't
came in-
usually do that.
Yeah,
Fucking
I mean, you made an exception. It's
Fuck.
cool.
I don't know what it was.
girl.
Honestly, I don't.
Is that
I
your version
think-
of fuck them hoes? Fuck
No,
I don't
you
know,
never
but-
seen
And
And he didn't
sound
pay you
like
extra.
crazy.
I look at the money exchange. He
He was
didn't
like,
even pay you
look at
extra.
Oh,
Club.
shut up.
And
No,
you
you
fucking
did
dress
not.
fuck
Yes, I
girl.
did.
Oh,
Fuck him.
He gave you a $20 bill and a $5 bill.
A $20 bill
And a
and
five?
oh,
Sean, you be lying your ass.
I am. We could call Triple S right
You
now.
let old man River jump you in the motherfucking
No,
barber
because it
line,
was somebody
son?
like
In
who
the
was like
barber line,
important.
You
son.
said it was
Wow,
Kai's
wow.
people?
I don't know if it was Kai folks, but it was somebody
What
like.
did that nigga look like? Did he look like he got bitches?
How did we get
Yes,
here?
he
All
did.
right.
It was
I know.
all
That's what I'm like. We're going to talk about this
No.
after because I don't believe your ass.
You don't have to believe
I
me.
don't.
You
I
can.
don't.
You can
Real
not
quick,
believe the
though.
sky is blue. The fact still remains that the sky is blue.
Nah, real
sky
quick
is
though.
blue.
I just want to address.
been great last week, though.
I just really want to bring up real quick the smoke that I have with these two.
Oh, you
The
was.
fact
It's not even
that-
17
the
minutes
fact
yet.
that it took
Hey, who wants the
17
smoke?
and a
Hey,
half
who wants the
minutes.
smoke?
Oh, yes, I watched our last episode. I watched all episodes. And it took them 17 and a half minutes
Oh, my
to
God.
acknowledge the fact that I wasn't here. I was heartbroken. I was devastated. I was absolutely befuddled.
wow.
It's horseplay.
Befuddled.
We tried to call you. Your
I
phone
will
was
not
straight to
participate
voicemail.
in these levels of shenanigans. If you had FaceTime, you would have been able to reach me, Android buddy.
Ooh.
Moving along.
First of all,
Download Duo.
Don't let it happen again.
I don't like green bubbles.
What is up with this iPhone? And these phones all do the same thing.
Understand this. I was
No.
traveling internationally. I didn't have an international plan. I was on Wi-Fi a lot.
Gotcha.
And FaceTime was life. So I wasn't
Gotcha.
taking any
Sabrae,
phone calls.
But you got to talk to Sabrae about that because she has an
didn't.
iPhone. I have an Android.
I didn't know you were taking calls on vacation.
I mean, I wasn't worried about taking calls. I just felt like the first thing y'all should have said after y'all said
I know.
this is-
I agree
know what I'm
with that. It was Sean's fault.
Probably. I don't doubt that.
I'll eat that because I eat all your shit. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa,
So-
whoa, whoa.
Not like y'all.
Wait a
You are
minute.
out of pocket, buddy.
Wait a minute. You eating
You are
shit?
out of pocket, pal.
Oh, booty chasers.
You're done in this town.
What you say you was doing this weekend?
Wow.
You went to the Drake concert though, right?
Yeah,
it was. We
snap.
pause. Now I got to pause everything. I actually ran into Blase.
I just like
We
to
was
sometimes.
We was partying together. Nah, he be out.
I
Every
wish
time.
people would look out for me and hook me up with tickets sometimes.
Nah, you. Oh, anyway.
Got you next time.
Blase popping. Like anywhere. I had a random kickball game. Guess who's DJing? Blase.
He booked and busy.
Nah. Busy is good.
I,
The
I
pro-
didn't know
the
kickball
problem
games had
is-
DJs, but that's lit.
that
The
is good.
problem is everybody think because unless you're on the radio, you ain't getting money. It's not true.
I don't believe that.
No, I don't
I
believe
know
that.
for a
I
fact.
have a lot of people do that. And
I know for a fact that that's not the case.
You might know. We might know. But it's
I
like
didn't
people
know
be like, "Are you on the
kickball
radio?"
games
Like,
were
no, I'm
booking
not on the
DJs,
radio.
so that's lit.
And so just because you're not on the radio, but now there are other DJs who are just really eating off of just like weddings.
No, hold on.
Oh, weddings are the best.
First of all,
bet.
nigga, I know you get money because I know your rates. I almost want to be a DJ. You got 4 gigs in a weekend? Shit, you good. That's your mortgage.
Again.
That's what's up.
I have a funny story, but I'll save it for after the show. It's not really show appropriate.
Is it funny?
Okay.
We'll talk about it. Again,
Oh, do
everything
you
I
think
say
it's
is
funny?
fucking funny. Don't ever disrespect me like that again.
I asked.
Oh,
I just
wow.
asked.
She's so sassy.
I know.
Because
It's
he's
also
always
mad
making
from
those
last
women and
week.
that funny jokes like I'm not fucking funny. Damn,
You
I'm
are.
funny.
All right, you are.
Damn.
He always
Funny
says
than
that.
on mothers. On mothers.
But no,
Not
you're
mother.
you're in the minority. Blase, do you think women are like naturally funny? Like how you can probably count on one hand
he
how
said
many
10
times.
times how funny we
can't
were.
all day since he
No.
But-
I laugh. I'm more so laughing at you, Sabrae. I be laughing with y'all. You know what I'm saying?
You're laughing though, so
Gotcha. You're right.
Fucking
funny.
Something funny.
Right.
Fuck him.
but so the Drake concert was good, I guess. Right?
Amazing, except for Migos. They fucking horrible performers.
Really?
To me, I don't like their set. Their music just cranks so hard, so you're gonna be dancing to it. But like, you really have like times where Takeoff just like sitting there, like
Not
looking
taking
through,
off.
looking at his IG. It's like they take turns. Like if one's not rapping, the other one's just like chilling. Like they don't do anything.
They don't hype each other up.
Yeah. I'm like,
Okay.
what the fuck are y'all doing? But Drake,
He said,
I went to his
IG.
Drake show last year with Future, and that one was just like, That's why I didn't go this year. Yeah.
so was it on Drake's behalf or Future's behalf? Because Drake
Future's-
ran through like every fucking song he's ever did, and he probably
Yeah.
still missed some songs.
Best song
Yeah.
out right now, Sicko Mode.
I fucked with Sicko Mode. Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah. He did Sicko Mode?
Yes.
Oh,
That was
wow.
very
I
descriptive.
had to show you some video of that.
Sicko mode.
Okay.
He went
That
all the way
is-
back,
Sick.
like the crowd participation. Like he
Yeah.
gave you energy. I mean, and then of course Drake and Migos did their collabs.
Yeah.
So that's when Migos kind of like stepped their game up. But like, I definitely think if you went, you got your bang for your buck. So
That's what's up. Well, this weekend I went to the Naturalista Hair Expo, or the Naturalista Expo, and it was just so amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So many Black women, like showing off their natural hair and their style and fashions and stuff like that. A lot of networking. Like I was looking great. Everybody else was looking great. Like I just had I had to throw that out there. Y'all
She
go
was
check out my
looking-
Instagram.
She was
Thank you.
definitely
were looking
looking
good.
bomb and shit though.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
about
you
to follow-
so
I'm about to
much.
follow you on Instagram.
She
man.
was looking fire.
Yes. But yeah, it was just amazing. I just love Black events like that. It was just so bomb. And I had the opportunity to moderate the hair panel, which I feel like is the biggest panel on there because it's a Naturalista Expo.
Right.
One of the main things is
Did you
hair.
get an invite?
So
It's like, no.
So look, while she was cutting my hair, I said, why didn't we get an invite? I said, I like to support all that we do. She's like, I guess.
I did not say that.
What'd
I
you
was
say?
like, I didn't know. I didn't think, like, honestly, because I got the email so late, I wasn't sure if I was going to actually, like, do it.
Well, just for the record, we would have supported the shit out of you.
I know.
We were there in spirit, though.
Y'all were there. Yes, I definitely represented.
she said-
I
she said
shout
it
out the
was like
show. Huh?
No, I think you said it was like more like a women's event. That's why you didn't want to invite me. I said, but what about
Oh
y'all?
yeah. That's true.
Yeah.
You would have liked it.
I want to support anything that y'all do. That's
All
why
right. Well,
we're
I'll
family.
make sure I keep that. I'll keep that in mind. And like you
if
said,
y'all got a lemonade stand, I'm there.
This nigga. You gonna be trying to put a little extra in the lemonade.
right?
You
You
gonna bring the
vodka.
flask
Yeah,
to the
little-
fucking
Little some rock and lemonade. Yeah.
Well, we're glad you're back,
let's remix
Yatta,
this.
and we appreciate you, and we love you. You were definitely missed on last week's episode.
I was thinking about you the whole time.
My tan is fading, but my shoulders are black as shit, and I fucking love it. Like, I just want
Show
you to
them
know.
then.
Nah, I'm not going through all of that.
That's why you got this little baby gap jacket.
Relax.
Anyway,
You're being mad disrespectful. Relax.
you
Shut
guys.
up, baby.
Did y'all hear about Colin Kaepernick with of course everybody knows about the Colin Kaepernick situation that he was signing Nike, the Just Do It campaign. But have y'all heard of the backlash from
Yes.
people who, because Ford supports him, is backing him up. People are mad about that. I don't know what white people gonna do without their F-150s, but
Drive them and cover up the logo like shit. The fuck.
They're gonna put a Nissan
But-
logo on it.
what was the other?
Pick
What
it
was
off.
the? Oh, Mississippi. The Mississippi law enforcement no longer wears Nike. They saying they're no longer wearing Nike because of it. What y'all think about that?
Who
That
gives a
backlash?
fuck about people who live in Mississippi?
I saw some.
First
I
of all,
saw some area.
who
Parks-
buys their shoes?
I saw some other area where like Parks and Recs, some Parks and Recs department was saying the same thing. Like, oh, we're not. They're like it's schools that are like banning, their athletes from wearing Nike like uniforms and stuff like that. And I'm just like, but the main people I see irate or upset are like white dads, and I'm like, oh my god,
White dads.
No one cares that you're not gonna buy your fucking
Yeah.
$29.99 Kohl's fucking Air Monarch 4s. No one fucking cares.
Air Monarchs.
No
Those are
one
good ones. Those
cares.
are good
That's like
shoes.
the super dad shoe. That's the air grass cutters is what I call them because they're for
And
mowing the
they
lawn.
comfortable as shit.
They comfortable as shit. I tried on the pair just because them Jones.
And they're at your
comfortable as
local
shit.
Kohl's for $29.99. I'm pretty sure Nike's not taking no L's
Where
off
the
of that.
fuck
It's
is
like
a Kohl's?
Look,
that's
that's
true.
neither here nor
That's
there.
true. Where's the Kohl's?
The bottom line is, fuck out of here. That this is like you really would rather to like. Niggas are cutting the swooshes off their socks.
They're burning their shoes while on their feet.
Nigga, you
They wild
paid
as
for
shit.
them. They got the money already. Oh my god, I meant to show you guys a picture.
And that is why
Nigga
I will
put
not
tape over
throw
his
away
swooshes.
my Starbucks cup. Okay, I no
was
longer
copping out. That's a cop out.
support Starbucks. However, I'm not throwing away my cups that are already bought.
Why don't you support Starbucks no more?
Because I feel like they don't respect people that look like me. With the whole situation that happened a while back with the two black guys who were sitting in there.
Philly?
In Philly, yes. And the police was called on them just for simply sitting, which white people do all the time, you know, when they doing business or they waiting for someone. They may not buy anything, but they're sitting there using the Wi-Fi, whatever. Police was called on those guys. That's the new form of... really to get somebody murked that's black, is call the police on them and act like they're doing something that they're not or whatever. So I really don't respect, and the way that they handled it, it just wasn't good enough for me.
Didn't they do a training and everything? Like shut down the stores for a whole day?
Yeah, they closed down all of their corporate stores.
Close down the store and convince suspected white supremacists to not discriminate against people that they think is a direct threat.
All I know is they lost millions of dollars in doing that, so it was a nice little sacrifice.
I haven't been there. So they probably lost 1,000 from me since.
Who cares what people in Mississippi think?
No, but
I mean that part too.
That's just that's
an example
just
of a whole department deciding not to do that, and it's blatant.
Okay.
And they won't be the last. They won't be the last.
Big Crit and David Banner won't wear Nike. Okay, those are the only two people.
No, Mississippi
the law
police
enforcement
department or something.
Yeah,
but it's just like, okay, a lot of agencies or places have been saying they're not going to do that anymore, and it's like nobody's losing sleep over y'all racist motherfuckers.
Their stock went up. I mean, their value went up.
Well, what's crazy is though their stock initially went down, but everyone's stock went down, and then they tried to make it seem like, in the wake of this, Nike. No, everyone's stock went down that day.
Probably the market just went down.
Yeah, it was Adidas stock, and their stock went down.
But why do we care about this certain police force? Why is this even news?
Well, because it's more. It's bigger than just them.
Their stance on the situation,
right?
And, what it
and it shows that law enforcement, something that we have to deal with on a regular basis. There are a lot of black people in Mississippi, you know, but it just shows, like, on a subconscious level, where they stand as far as their racism and white supremacy, and how we need to just learn from that and look at, okay, they're doing it. We'll see who else follows suits and what the climate is like, what the temperature is like. That's all. I mean, I'm pretty sure next week when we do the show, it's gonna be somebody else that says something.
They better not wear Converse either, because Nike bought Converse. They probably.
But it's just ridiculous, though.
Right?
It's just ridiculous though, because it's like you're that bothered that they gave this man this campaign that you don't want to wear it anymore. Like he did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy. That's just how deep rooted their racism is.
But we all noticed that what's his name took a knee for the same thing too. Not the same thing. Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
He was doing a knee for abortions.
Yeah.
Abortions.
Yeah, nobody had anything to say about that. But God forbid it be about situations, injustice to black people. That's just too much like right.
No, I honestly think Tim Tebow was blackballed though. When that white ball.
You think so?
Yeah. They don't want, when you start talking about politics and religion, they don't want to hear that shit.
They don't.
So what happened?
They want you to go out and play the ball.
They just want you, so when you're bringing that, like, and he was like,
shut up and play.
Yeah, that's
to me,
what it is. Yeah.
he wasn't a great quarterback.
He wasn't.
But there are worse quarterbacks that are still playing that have starting jobs, like right now.
So is he still in the NFL? Sometimes?
No, he's like playing like...
He's playing baseball. He's doing good, though.
Right.
But he's just a good dude. Like
the Kaepernick story.
Like his teammates were saying, like he's spraying too much positivity in the locker room. Like it was because he's one of those like, well, he's a like devout Christian or what? Yeah. So, but he's just always been like that. But like they don't want that shit. They want you to get on the fucking field, throw a touchdown, or make a touchdown, or catch a touchdown. Touchdowns.
Yeah.
Don't bring your beliefs.
Right, don't have a brain and use it.
Well, unless they're not dimming, what's the name, Dak Prescott's light when he's speaking against protesting and speaking against the likes of Colin Kaepernick.
That's their agenda.
They're amplifying that. So they can be political as long as they're coons or as long as they're doing what's for the greater good of white supremacy.
Their own agenda. That's
right. So it's not about being political. It's about supporting white supremacy.
He's catching the backlash
from us. The black person that they can easily be swayed. You know what I'm saying? And Dak Prescott is one of those people. So, of course, they're not going to knock him because he's pushing their agenda.
Right, but I was just saying that to the point of that's still political, and they're, like, praising that.
But I feel like that's not really a belief. I feel like he's just doing their bidding for them, to be honest. So it's like when you come in there with your own stance on something, it's like, oh, and it's against what we say? Fuck that.
You know what Malcolm X said? If they get that one black person to, push their agenda, they're going to say, well...
Right,
why do other black people feel this way? This one black person feels the same way we do.
They feel like they can get us all.
Because one of the main things about white supremacy is deception, and they use the coons to help deceive people and stuff like that.
Divide and conquer.
Absolutely. But, you say Yeah, divide and conquer is what they do to us for sure. You know what I'm saying? So because white supremacists are not divided. The same white supremacist from DC is going to think of the same exact way, have the same talking points and ideal as somebody in Washington State.
Someone said the other day, man, said, just think, if we hadn't taught white people how to bathe, they'd be extinct right now. No good deed goes unpunished.
No.
Shout out to Ashley. That was hilarious and so facts.
Yeah. Okay, a question that Yatta had about long distance relationships. I want to touch on that really quickly. What was your question completely with the long distance relationships?
Really wanted to kind of delve into the topic as a whole. Like, do you think that they are feasible, like possible?
No.
Do you think that they can be functional? Like, how do you think you can make a long distance relationship work?
No.
I think that
how
it works.
Can you just said no? That's not nigga.
It ain't for me. It's not for me. I think long distance relationships can work for certain people, but I think it's worth a try. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that it's worth a try, but all the ones that I know of haven't worked.
Like, what do you do if you meet some amazing person? Their personality is bomb.
That's fine, but
connect on a crazy level, but they don't live
good and all. But
you.
to even reach on his point, who you supposed to fuck? In between that time, how long are y'all gonna be apart?
I mean, like,
who's paying for these tickets back and forth?
You are both, I guess.
What?
All right, what's long?
Pay for your ticket, she pay for hers.
Okay.
The fuck?
Oh, okay.
So you fly her out and she fly you out. I don't know.
Is DC Philly long distance?
Yes, but
You're saying no because you can drive there. That's 2 hour drive.
So we're talking about like DC, Cali.
When you talk to somebody in fucking Cali, Texas, fucking Oregon, or some shit like that.
So what do you think, Yatta?
And then you also got, if you say Cali and time zones, oh my god!
I feel like if people are serious about it, you can make it work. Like, but I don't think it's gonna be like some easy situation.
Someone eventually has to move.
I mean,
what is your plan?
It wouldn't be an indefinite situation. So I would assume that if you're dealing with somebody who's not in your area, that you wouldn't want it to be somebody who has like roots in that area if you have roots in your area. Like me, for example, I'm rooted where I'm at right now because I have kids here, you know what I'm saying? So when I leave, it's not just me leaving, it's me taking my kids away from their families, taking my daughter away from their father, whatever. So no, I'm not saying the nigga gotta leave. Well, essentially, yes, though. So I would feel like, you dealing with somebody who's not necessarily tied to their area in that aspect. So it's like, you might have a job there, but you might be willing to get a job somewhere else, meaning like you don't have anything that's forcing you to stay there.
So what are the chances of that happening?
Let me ask you this. Let's say you meet him, like you say, bomb personality, everything's great. But you have kids here, like you just said, you're not really trying to move. But let's say he has a kid on the West Coast. How do you compete with that?
That's what I'm saying. In a circumstance like that, it might not be ideal for you to deal with each other. So maybe when you're kind of in that really just early communication stage where it's kind of like, oh yeah, you're realizing, you got roots there, I got roots here, and neither one of us would kind of be willing to move, because I feel like it can't be an indefinite situation.
It turns to a fuck thing right there, huh?
So
how long would the time frame? Oh, I'm sorry, Sabrae.
Oh, I wanted to ask Blase, have you ever been in a long-term relationship, a long-distance relationship?
I would say no, because like the long distance for me was she lived in like Virginia.
Okay.
Like Richmond. That's not long distance.
But you couldn't see her whenever you wanted. You had to like
wait till the
prepare.
Weekends.
Okay.
On the weekends.
You said she lived in Virginia. Get out.
That can't be far. Virginia could be like 3 hours.
We ain't saying it's like fucking Danville or some shit like that. I don't want to hit them damn.
I've been in 2 long distance relationships and neither of them worked.
That's because you were hoe.
Wow.
I don't think he's a whore.
I said hoe.
One was in Texas, one was in Waldorf.
What? Okay, take that back. You know what? I had one in Waldorf too. I had to get the flight out there.
I
think every nigga had a girl in Waldorf at one point.
That's
women are sweet. Any city that start with W, women sweet. Woodbridge, Waldorf, you got one. You live in Woodbridge, I got you.
You know what?
Sweet.
You know what?
Hey, look.
You know what?
Hey,
I'm mentally trying to figure out where the lie is. I can't even argue with this right now. Like, that's definitely straight facts.
And they try to treat you good too.
They try to treat you good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
But no, eventually to me it's like you want to see your partner. Like, I know it's easier now. We have FaceTime. Video chat. But like, you want to go out to the movies with this person. You're like, how long? Like, what's the time frame? We say, okay, we can do this for a year or like 6 months. It has to be like an end goal. We have to be working towards something. It's not going to be like,
but I don't feel like you can necessarily put a time frame on it per se. But I feel like if you're actively working towards it, I can't necessarily say, okay, if we're not at this point by a year's time, it's blah blah blah. But I feel like as long as you see that the work is being done, or whatever.
That. That's what women go wrong.
I say that because personally, I'm entertaining a situation like that.
Wow. And where's it at?
And he lives in Texas.
Oh, okay. Wow. Shout out to him.
Shout out to him. It's something different for me, but I'm taking a different approach to it than I've taken in old situations, and it's kind of yielding a different result. So I'm kind of like, wow, like this is, you know what I'm saying?
So since he's probably watching, where's the end goal?
Yes. I mean, ultimately,
and who's moving?
Him.
Wow.
Him.
Does he know that?
Yeah, he's the one who said it. He said
but it's good if they communicate about it.
He said he would be the one who would be willing to move because I'm the one who has roots in my area. He doesn't really have any roots there.
Okay. So you just said there's no time frame. So you willing to do this for 2 years?
Well, I'm not because I look at it like yes, you have an end game, but I also take things one day at a time. Because I feel like I can say that, but I don't like imposing time frames on anything because I feel like putting a time frame on a lot of things is where a lot of people go wrong.
So Sean,
you gotta let shit be organic.
Sean, why do you think that's where a lot of women go wrong?
I ain't supposed to be giving up no game like this.
Boy.
Oh, shit.
But I got to because...
Don't betray us, son.
Hey, whoa.
Why
not too late to kick you out.
That a lot of women... Where do you think a lot of women go wrong at and why?
I'm not going to go on this, but when women go along with the flow, it's cool. Now it's 6 years, and it's like, damn, what the fuck are we? Well, you was just going along with the flow.
I gotta disagree with this.
There's a difference between just being blind and shit in a situation and allowing things to be organic.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Come on now, you should know the difference between lemonade and day old piss without drinking the whole glass. Like you don't have to string me along.
The analogy was wow.
But I'm saying, like, you should at some point in the game, you should kind of realize when you're being strung along versus when you're actively pursuing something worth pursuing. Mm-hmm. So I feel like in my situation, it's like, no, I didn't impose any constraints on it because I'm making a lot of changes in my own life. So, and it's not something you gotta, for a situation like that, the last thing I would want to do is be responsible for somebody leaving where they are, coming to my city, and then being on some fuck shit. So I would rather you be sure. Like, let's be sure this is what we want and where we want to be at. So let's continue. But it also forces you to bond on a different level.
So what's the point of him talking?
Here's a good question. If you're pursuing this long distance relationship, right, and let's just say, because you don't spend every day with the person, you don't have that person really ask or what their methods and ways and theology is. You just do phone and conversation, which you're doing. When he gets here and it's not what you used to, what happens?
Oh no, that's where the flyouts and shit come in. You wouldn't just blindly.
But that's for a weekend. That's for a weekend.
And that's true. But you wouldn't necessarily come here and live with me. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. If I'm moving, we're living together.
Not necessarily. That may not be what everybody does. It depends on what you guys want. That's not going to be the same for everybody. He might want to come here and get a place and then see how things go. Like,
I'm not. This is not no trial and error. I already just picked up from, and I'm not saying your situation.
But what I'm saying is, if Arizona, you get a job here, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you done locked the job down here, so it's like, okay, you secure the job, you secure the place, whatever. Like, I mean, it could go either way, but it would depend on where you are in the situation that would determine whether or not you would live together.
Let me say this. So say if you decided, I know this is hypothetical, to move to Texas, you would move there and get your own place and not move with him?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Initially, at least.
Okay, cool.
I get that. My thing is, if you're going to want the person to move, you better live in a fire-ass area. Don't be living in the middle of Omaha, Nebraska, like Nebraska. You need to live DMV,
She said you need to live in a fire-ass area.
DMV is a great area. People can relocate here. People can find jobs. We have a lot of jobs. It's a great area for Black people to come and thrive because we have... No, seriously.
How about if I live in Houston and I move to Glen Arden? No.
But then you would have to watch
the Glen Arden.
What's wrong with Glen Arden?
Glen Arden is torch. The fuck you mean? You can make some money in the North.
You live
in the North.
First of all, if you're in PG County, your way of getting employment is not as hard as some of these other areas that, you know, whether you live in Glen Arden or not, it's easy to find a job here.
That's true.
It's no.
Yes, it is.
How you
Compared
know?
to
Compared to other areas. Compared to other areas.
It's been studies done.
I've wanted to relocate at one point in my life, and I looked at the job rates, like the employment rates in those areas.
It's high.
And it's high. Employment is high. Black employment is high in this area versus a lot of other places. It's not as high. I'm not saying that we're the only. I'm not saying that because there are other, like New York, you can find a lot of jobs.
All those studies and numbers are skewed because that could be Burger King, that could be McDonald's.
But the point is, before you jump out there, you want to see what the numbers are.
I could put that in cool.
Oh, you could,
because we have the government here. This is the DMV is one of the highest employed areas.
So you think it's as easy to get in the government?
No, I don't think it's easy necessarily, but it's easier than if you live somewhere where there's not a lot of government opportunities.
All you gotta do is keywords. Getting in the government really not that hard though.
Your chances here are greater. I'm not saying that it's a guarantee. Your chances here are greater because more jobs are available here than in a lot of other areas.
Sheer numbers alone, you know what I'm saying? If you're gambling in an area, you know what I'm saying? You're likely to strike it big in somewhere that got.
I just think it's more variables than
really
who is rooted. Because how about, just like you said, like, how about if I come to this area and I'm making less than I was making in the area that...
No. It's like you said, there's more variables to it, but that is an important one. You want to go to a big market.
I would doubt it.
You want to go to a market that's larger or a larger city than a small town. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I think that coming from there to here, though, that would be less likely. Going from here to there, I would probably make less money moving there than I would coming. You know what I'm saying? Coming here, so actually, it would probably be a financial coming from. But it's just something you discuss in the beginning. You got to be clear about that because you feel like, okay, in the event that this should go somewhere serious, what's the plan? You got to know that from day one. He's put it out there from the beginning that he would be the party who would be willing to relocate.
Side note, before we move on, where did you meet this guy?
Social media.
Okay.
Oh, that's dope.
It was.
I thought you was like off the club shit, like that girl who got married, the princess.
Social media.
Oh, okay.
That's where you meet everybody.
Really?
I feel y'all. I just feel like if I'm uprooting myself and then I move to a whole different state, leaving my family, and then I'm staying by myself and it don't work out. It's like the only reason.
There though, he's from Louisiana, so it's not like, you know what I'm saying.
You're not necessarily talking about your situation.
Oh yeah. I'm just throwing that out there. He's not even from there.
The reason I moved is because of you. Now we don't work out. Now I'm here. I didn't want to be here.
But that's the gamble that you take, and I think
that's
that
hard
when
gamble.
it is, but it's still a choice that some people make. And I think that.
Well, I ain't gonna say it's no different, but it's similar to like if you're living on your own, doing your own thing, and you go move in with somebody and it don't work. Guess what? You got to go back to your own. But I mean, it's still similar where you're having to you know what I'm saying?
But no, it's not. But he's forgetting to add into that, like. If he uproots and moves here, and then find out you're crazy, then what?
He already knows I'm crazy.
No. See,
you see how women pride themselves in being crazy.
You give him that.
I don't pride myself.
You give him that sugarcoat crazy. That's cute. It's
No.
Not that raw. I stab you right now.
See, no, you don't know me because I don't really have a filter. So
she doesn't stab. She tastes.
Like I'm very. I taste.
Okay,
I mean, I do have the spike, but I haven't used it yet. But either way, yeah, that's neither here nor there. The bottom line is, no, I'm very unadulterated when it comes to that type of stuff. So it's like, no, he knows I have little issues.
But I will admit the guys are dumb when it comes to that. Guys are dumb when it comes to that. You tell a nigga I'm crazy, and you be like, yeah, for real, I can handle that. You like, I'm crazy. You're like, nah, you good. I like crazy.
You've seen
and
how I get down.
When you get crazy, nigga be like,
well,
wow,
in any type of relationship,
how I get down, but all this fine is like, man, it's worth it.
Wow.
In any relationship, it's a gamble. Like the person, when you can live right next door to each other, but you won't know how they are living with them until you actually live with them.
Exactly.
So, and that's the case in any situation, whether it's a local relationship or a long distance relationship. I think that it's just worth it. It's depending on the situation. You have to really just understand yourself, understand the situation, and be like, okay, is this worth the risk? And take it. I mean, if it doesn't work out, then fuck it. It doesn't work out.
It's easier for you to say that if you're not the one that didn't have to leave.
It depends on the type of person that you are. If you're the type of person, because there are people out here that will just relocate. They want to see something new. They want to do something exciting. Then they don't mind. Relocating ain't shit to them. Of course, it's a leap, but it's not a like versus somebody who like loves their area and like don't want to leave.
I'm not talking about, because I know it's a lot of like transplant who like, I got a coworker who like, I live 4 years here, 5 years here.
Yeah,
but I'm talking about this person who's not, and I know that's what I'm talking in general, not talking about your situation. No. But say if it's a guy who maybe he's lived one other place, but his sole reason he's not a relocator. This is not something that he does.
Right,
his sole purpose to move is like, I found a dope woman. I think this can work. I'm willing to take this chance.
But isn't
I feel like you'd be more inclined to try to make it work, for real, for real.
But isn't life always all about these type of gambles? Especially when it comes to love.
But no one wants to gamble and lose.
And
I mean, but when you go, when you know you're gambling, you know that there's a possibility.
Yeah, there's always a chance you could crap out. But I feel like at the end of the day, if you were willing to relocate here, you're obviously going to reestablish your life here. So let's say for whatever long shot the situation doesn't work out, you are already going to reestablish your life here. Just continue to do that.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? It's like you're not really it's not really taking a loss per se, because at this point I would assume I wouldn't allow somebody to move here who hasn't like secured their job. I don't want you to get here and be trying to hustle. I want you to, you know what I'm saying, hey, fly out here and go on some interviews type stuff, get some offer letters lined up type shit or whatever. And I mean I would help facilitate that if need be. Like if it's gonna bring you here and you want to be here and you want to make this work, okay, cool. If I got, you know what I'm saying, chip and help you get a flight out here because you gotta keep coming back and forth for some interviewing, I would do that because it's contributing to us and what we're trying to do.
So in the dating stage, so you're not necessarily, you're dating, you're not boyfriend and girlfriend.
Correct.
So y'all can fuck other people.
Wow.
I mean, that's in
from
general,
a technical
like
stance, yes.
Okay.
So and this is why a long distance relationship would not work, because since the distance, when you're close, you can see that person, so you can spend all that time with them. Yeah, but then if you have other women or other men that you can see on a consistent basis, get their attention, like I don't feel like you can basically give your whole to that person that's long distance.
Yes and no, depending on what you're seeing those people for. But I mean, I'm not really seeing anybody else, so it's kind of just like
it's working out for you.
Now, honestly, that means you're super dope, because the women in Texas,
they thick.
You know one thing about long distance relationships?
Them bitches be birds though.
Thick.
They birds.
Thick.
That I did.
Some big ass birds.
When niggas get
big
tired,
ass birds.
when niggas get to a point in their life where they tired of birds, it's certain. Even though when bitches look a certain way after a while, you just stop.
Nobody get tired of fat ass birds.
Hey, hold on, time out. I got two comments. First of all, the show is really dope. I thought we missing like some hookah in the bottle girl right now. Okay.
Oh shit,
should we do that?
Oh
okay,
God.
don't worry.
What, get a bottle? Hire a bottle girl? It's like,
yeah.
Secondly, what you're saying is true. Guys do get tired of that. But now we live in a social media age. So how do we decipher to who's a bird and who's not no more? Because most of them are birds.
But he talking about chicks in Texas. Still might be bitches he see every day. I don't know. At some point, you got to just take that gamble and just trust in what somebody's telling you until they give you a reason. Otherwise,
but don't everybody a nigga
in my area could fuck a fat bitch and I wouldn't know. You know what I'm saying? So what difference does it
You
make?
wouldn't know.
Very true.
You wouldn't know.
It could go either way. I could not know about the nigga I'm doing. My thing is this. I just feel like the shit that I've been doing in the past hasn't panned out for whatever reason. So what harm does it?
You're right. So out the box.
It's no harm in me trying something different, because I mean, what the fuck you gonna do? The same shit niggas up the street did? Okay, then I'm back where I started at.
You can slash a nigga up the street tires.
I don't slash tires. I don't take my animosity out on property. I'm just gonna go to your body. Fuck that.
How you gonna go to his body?
You
in Jasper, Texas.
Flights go to Texas.
You can go to Upper Marlboro.
He can catch this fade while I'm on vacation. The fuck you
know, one of the
I go see the Eagles play the boys and beat his ass before I come back home. Fuck you, man.
You know, one of the things that I think that is like one of the worst things that's a part of like a long distance relationship is because you can't see that person on demand. If, talking all the time, y'all can have great conversations, texting all day, calling all day, or whatever. But once that beginning stage fizzles out, which it does in any type of relationship or situation, it's a little harder when you're long distance. Because when them texts slow up and them calls slow up and that's all y'all got, I think that's where a lot of people fall off. You know what I'm saying? Or if y'all mad at each other and y'all can't like pull up on each other and all that.
I get mad at him all the time, and he fixes it. The weird thing is, it's like the dynamic is different, and I feel like I took out an element of a male woman interaction that's normally very present in my past situations, and it's forcing me to connect with him on a whole different level.
Right.
So realistically, like it's like really taking the time to actually get to know me as a person. So that's kind of different. But I mean, like honestly, yeah, it's different. It's very different.
I think
but
the
it's
dynamic out of town period is always different.
Yeah.
But it's different, but it's
what they
more
might
so like, okay, so yeah, we gonna be on this FaceTime call while we watch Power tonight, like that type of
That's
shit.
dope.
Yeah,
but
that is
but
dope.
we've done it. We will watch a show on the phone together, like, oh my god, babe, did you see that? Like that type of shit. But it's a little bit different. But I feel like different might be better off the strength that I mean, like the shit that I've dealt with in the past hasn't been.
So,
better,
Bray,
What was you about to say?
You brought up a good point because I forgot I used to have a girlfriend who stayed in Missouri, right? So like, has a guy ever like made y'all upset, but then he tried to fix it, so he came and bought you flowers or like? So I had this girlfriend. She pissed me off one day. She lives in Kansas City. I just stopped talking to her. Because there was nothing that she can do, like really to make it like, oh, I'm sorry, like let me take you out to eat, bring you edible, right? Some stupid corny shit y'all like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She couldn't do that, so it's like
See,
I just stopped
money. I
talking
could
to her.
just fly out.
You got money.
Yeah.
Money. It's like
Sometimes, hey,
I'm
when
broke,
you
baby. I ain't got
mad,
no money.
you get money for like money that you don't want to spend for a flight. Like if
But I get mad at him. You know what I'm saying? We get into our little situations. I ain't gonna lie. A lot of that shit be like
Petty shit.
No, it be me.
It be
Don't
you?
you?
Yeah,
Like,
mostly
now
be
you know what I'm
women.
saying? Like sometimes he'll piss me off, and you know what I'm saying. You're having conversations, and I might feel like you're not joking, and you're joking, but you ain't putting no like emojis and no LOL, so I can't tell you joking because we texting, and I'm just like, bitch. So I'm mad as shit. But he just be the one who be like, you know what? I ain't even mean to piss you off. Like, and I just be like, dog, I don't deserve you. Like, I'm a piece of shit, and he just be like, nah, you good. Like, and I just be like.
I
Sean,
like
you about to
this.
say something?
I like this.
No, I got a question for everybody because I'm just piggybacking off what y'all saying because making some good points. What happens when y'all talk on somebody and you're pissed off at them, but it wasn't you? You weren't the one in the wrong. How do you deal with that? How do you try to get
That's a
over
girl
that?
question because they're never wrong.
That's not true.
How,
That's
how
not
do you
true.
get past that? Like,
On the wrong
it's
show
the
with
other,
that, buddy.
It's the other person's fault.
No, that's what they
You're
say.
pissed off, not upset. You're pissed off. What do you do to help you get past that?
So when the other person is pissed off
What you mean?
at
No,
you,
no.
You mean
Well,
in
I'm
general?
pissed
Or
off-
No, in general.
Yeah,
like,
in general.
like
Wait, so
you're
when
pissed off, right? But it's the other person's fault. But they don't. It's not an apology, or they don't feel like they were in the wrong.
Okay.
Because you can't stay pissed off for
Right.
forever. How do y'all deal with that?
So in my relationship, there's always a lot of times where like one of us is pissed off and the other person like, well, shit, I didn't do shit wrong. Like I know I didn't do shit wrong because of X, Y, and Z. But when you're in a relationship, and this happened recently too. He got offended by something that I did.
Okay.
I ain't gonna. I don't have to unless y'all want me to. It's not that.
No.
I'm not that
Or whatever.
private as far as stuff like that. And if it was something that I would just not talk about it. But yeah, it was something that I did that wasn't, it wasn't like off the chain or nothing. But he got offended by it. But I know that I didn't do anything wrong in my heart of hearts. Like it wasn't like off some like, well, like let me justify it. Like I know I did not do that. So you have to still apologize. Like, look, I apologize at the fact that I offended you by what you thought I did or what I seem to have done, but I still feel like I didn't do it. But you can leave that out at a certain point. Like after you get your apology at the end, and you could be like, look, I just apologize that the fact that you're offended, I didn't want to hurt you. And that's how you move on. And even though at the time I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't do
What if you're
that.
on the receiving end? How do you get past it? If it's them,
Because
that
that person can help you. That person helps you by still acknowledging your
No, but
feelings.
no. What if it was him that did that to you? How do you get over your anger about what he did?
Well, time, number one. But it helps when he will still apologize from the fact that I was offended, whether he meant it or not, or whether he thought that it was wrong or not. You still have to apologize because the person that you love is hurt or offended by that. That would help me get over it because it's like, okay, at least he is sympathetic to how I feel about what he did or what I thought he did or what I feel like he did.
So you don't mind the apologies if it's not necessarily about if they feel like they're not wrong, but how it made you feel.
Yeah,
because
because
some
you can't-
women say, we don't apologize.
Because right now,
because it depends on how you do it.
It's
you can't,
subjective too.
Yeah, and you can't. But you as a person apologizing, you can't be like, I know I ain't do nothing, but sorry. Like it's all the way you do it. You can't be like, yeah, I know I'm sorry for something that I know I ain't do, but you feel some type of way about.
You gotta be like, sorry.
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry for how that made you feel. That wasn't my intention.
And that helps you. That helps you get over it. And then time. And then time. And then y'all talk about it or whatever and explain, what happened or whatever. Yeah. But you gotta have that in it to get over it.
I gotta communicate my feelings. Like if somebody does something wrong to me and it pisses me off or makes me upset, I have to say how I feel about it. You have to know how you made me feel. What you do with that is your business, but that's really how I help myself get over shit. Is I gotta tell you, like, hey, look, man, like I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie, I'm mad. I just had this conversation last night. Like, I'm not mad, but you y'all like blew me just now. Like I just have to put it out there, and then whatever
DC
happens.
Slang too?
Huh?
Give them all DC slang.
Oh yeah, y'all put them on the go and everything. I done made a playlist for them. Oh.
Do y'all want to know?
Hold on.
Look, we ain't going through all that. We'll talk about that.
Do y'all want to know what the situation was? It's not that serious. It's not that deep.
No.
Okay.
You can tell me later.
Yeah, we can talk.
I feel like I got it.
It's really not that deep. Like it's not.
I get it all.
You really want to tell us?
No, because it's funny.
Yeah, she want to tell us my shit.
We clearly said 3 times nah. Like
okay, but that's fine. It's just funny. That's
you can tell me later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sabrae's like, seriously. I mean, I'll tell y'all. I mean,
if y'all want to know, you know what I'm saying? All it was like, but yeah, once I get that off my chest, I feel like a whole lot better about a situation when I could just be like, look, at least you know how I felt. So I feel like if I tell you how you made me feel when you did X, Y, and Z, and then you continue to do that, then you don't have any respect for my feelings because you know what you're doing at this point. It might have been, you might not have known this first time, but anything beyond that is you willfully trying to hurt my feelings because you know what this would do to me. So as long as we're clear, I can, move past that. I feel like I end up being the one who's like I had to apologize this morning.
What?
Yes, I
you
apologize.
did what?
I apologize.
Hold on.
What you
I had
do?
to apologize this morning because I was acting like a bitch last night. I'm not even gonna hold you. I was.
Yeah.
Why were you acting like a female dog?
Because
Sometimes
it just happens sometimes. Honestly, like
but
I
you
said,
gotta own it.
being in a long distance situation, it has its ups and its downs because sometimes you just really feel like, damn, I really wish I could just sit in front of you and say what I have to say. But I mean, it'd be like that
it's
sometimes.
frustrating.
But I took my frustration out on him. It wasn't right. It was wrong, and he was fucking amazing. Like real live, like just like, well, I didn't even mean to upset you. I'll try again. And I'm just like, oh my God, like I felt like shit. Honestly, and I got up this morning, and then, you know what I'm saying, like, I was really awesome, like, last night, like, good night, you know what, good night, I'm going to bed, good night, like, I was just being a bitch, and I'm not even gonna lie, I was being a bitch. I had those moments, and honestly, like, I'm not gonna say that, I can never change this. I'm working on it, but in the meantime, you might gotta deal with that a little bit. He's aware, and he works around it, so it's like, I mean, his calm kind of ran against my fury. I called it kind of attitude. This morning, I had to wake up and text him and say, you know what, I really apologize for my behavior last night. I was being a piece of shit. I really don't deserve how you treat me because I was being an asshole. He just like, that's not true. Like,
I'm glad that you own that.
So you owe my man next time.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm glad that
he's gonna watch this too. And did you hear him say basically
a lot
that
of people
I owe you
can't own it? A lot of people think women can't own when they're wrong. So
he needs that.
You know why a lot of people feel like that? Because there ain't too many women that do it. We didn't. That just didn't come out of nowhere.
Oh no, I always own my wrongs. That's one thing I will say.
Y'all
I own my wrongs.
Y'all gotta be wrong. Y'all have to be able to apologize. Because
they don't do that.
Yeah, you have to though.
Women try to give you pussy to apologize.
Exactly.
It doesn't work. And then one of the AJs was like,
"No, I'm gonna take it, but
it doesn't work. I'm gonna take it though for sure.
On the episode with AJ, one of the AJs is like, that's kind of a form of mental abuse. Like, you know what I'm saying? By
shout out my man AJ. I know you talking about shout out my man AJ. AJ was good, bro.
Try to act like,
trying to get on one of them events, son.
Try to act like what you did isn't wrong and making them feel like they crazy and just being, contrary for the sake of being contrary.
I don't have to apologize often. I will apologize. I own my wrongs. But realistically, I don't have to apologize often because majority of the time I stand behind what the fuck I said or I did. Right. And if I honestly feel like I was justified in what I was doing, I don't feel the need to apologize for that. However, I will apologize if it made you feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? Like how you reacted to that, because perception is everything. But majority of the time, I stand behind what I did. But there was really no justification for that yesterday.
Yatta, I want to apologize for us not mentioning you until 17 minutes. I fucked up.
Okay.
It would never happen again.
I forgive you.
I know it made you feel a certain way.
You guys are my family, and I don't want to fight.
It was his fault, and I'm not wrong.
Oh, man. See, exactly how it plays out. That's exactly how it always plays out. It's his fault. Not wrong.
I'm just joking.
Now, who used the Serena Williams clip as that said it's how women be after they lost the argument 3 days later? Like, are you going to apologize? Are you going to apologize? Well, don't talk to me. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, that's
Triggering.
That's super accurate.
So I know you mentioned earlier, Sean, that a lot of women aren't funny, right? Do y'all think Tiffany Haddish is genuinely funny?
Fuck no.
So
Heavens no.
I haven't seen her stand-up. So
I know
don't
you're asking me one question. I don't.
Exactly.
I love Cat Williams, right? And I saw that.
I asked you a question.
Okay. No, she's not funny.
Okay.
Thank you. No.
She's not funny.
I haven't seen her stand-up, so I couldn't really comment on
That's
that.
a
You know why you
Okay.
haven't seen her stand up? Because no one's told you to watch it.
So, well,
Might be true.
when
But
they-
on certain little, movies, but I don't know if that's her or they writing, she's kind of hilarious.
that's what,
Yeah, I
according to
don't-
Cat Williams, he was basically giving the comedy credit to the people who wrote the movie. However, I think I seen an interview somewhere where she did improv some stuff. So I think she's funny. I definitely think that she's a funny person. But there's a difference between, we see it all the time online, a funny person and a person who is a stand-up comedian.
She's a little over the top for me. I mean, I like her, and then she has her moments where she entertained me, especially in Girls Trip. I was entertained, but it's a little over the top for me. Like, I hate a lot of that. Like, oh my God, look at me. I'm like, I feel like when you gotta do all of that, like the antics alone, it's too much. Like, I feel like you gotta still be able to kind of reel it in.
I think she's funny, but you better
She's
say
not
Sean.
like Yatta
But you're
funny,
corny,
but
so
she
you
don't
think everything's funny. So
Wow.
your level of like, you don't have the same like.
y'all got to
But but you know what? Hey, ho.
Next time, and y'all gonna box.
That goes for everything. Because I'm just not do with comedy, but even as a DJ,
Yeah.
I've done sets when I walk off and niggas give me dap like, man, you was rocking, you was killing.
Yeah.
But in the same group of people, a girl walk up and be like,
why you ain't play booty talk?
I had one girl say, I had 5 niggas dap me up, because like this club, and most of y'all leave by the time. 5 niggas, man, you was rocking. And one girl walk up was like, hey, you got a mentor? I was like, what? She was like, I know DJ Schemes, you should talk to him. I said, oh, so you didn't like the set? It was okay. I was like, oh. I mean, I'm at your taste. Might not be what you like.
Right.
That's when you gotta be like, bitch, and mush her. 'Cause I don't play that
You
shit.
want to, but you also got to think that people like different things. You might not play the songs they want in the style they
Right, then
want.
keep it to yourself, ho.
Well, you know
No
what?
shade, but shade.
I think that she's funny. There are some comedians that's movie funny and not stand-up funny. And fuck you, Sean.
Didn't she do a stand-up?
Because
though?
I make people laugh.
No, if
Didn't she do a stand-up, though? She did a stand-up?
I didn't see it.
To
Did
me,
she do some sort of stand-up?
Yeah, it
that
was
she should have sat
horrible.
down.
To-
See, that's my thing. She's not that funny, so just get out of
when
there.
you have to start giving people like subcategories, Eddie Murphy is funny. Stand up, movies, the nigga's just funny.
Everybody's
I don't-
not funny on all those aspects.
So is Kevin Hart stand-up funny or movie funny?
I feel like he's both, to be honest.
Really? Because some of the movies not as funny as a stand-up is.
No, I'm saying, but he's had funny movies.
He's had.
He's had funny movies.
I didn't like his last
He's been
stand-up.
funny in movies, and then he's funny in stand-up too. So I feel like I don't feel like his stand-up is ever really missed for me per se, except for back in his comic view days. He was ass. in
I
Comic
think he had some his first
Tory,
early
better.
3 stand-ups,
View.
but
He was
his
super bad on
latest,
Comic View.
Did you go last night?
no, I did not. Did you?
No, I missed that one.
No, I
Anybody?
can't afford it. I'm broke.
I can't afford it.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of money.
I was working. I don't know.
I had to-
I'd rather
For y'all to
save
trip
my
to
money
Texas 'cause
and
I'm
watch it
good
on
for
Netflix.
Shut the fuck
Really?
up. I mean,
Okay.
my Cash App, $ doll, that's DOLLE,
I know.
FAY.
You got songwriter credits.
Well, let's
Oh, that's
listen
really
to
nice.
what Cat
for
Williams
the
had to say
audience.
about it really quickly.
How many
it's
is
accurate.
that total?
9.
So you've done 9 filmed comedy
Oh no,
stand-ups.
that's another one. Oh, I wanted to. Okay, so basically that's a different clip. But hold on, really quickly. First of all, he spoke to the fact that he didn't feel like Tiffany Haddish was funny in stand up because nobody knows any of her stand up jokes. Also, he was talking about how other comedians, she passed other comedians because of various reasons, but not just basically based on skill. I can agree with that. I will say, even though I'm proud of her and I'm happy for all of her success, this is what comes with it. But another thing that he was talking about, which was him owning his stand-ups and him not getting any basically white company backing for it, which is, it's low-key nothing wrong with that. However, it just shows how they don't promote you as much, or they don't put your shit on the forefront as much if you don't have a big white company or Jewish company backing you. When you're independent, they don't prop your shit up like
Same
they
thing
do.
like with rappers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but Black ownership is very important. Just like with the Hidden Colors documentary. I don't know if y'all heard of them. Hidden Colors by Tariq Nasheed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Your other uncle.
That is not my uncle. It's just Charlemagne. Like, it's just Leonard.
Oh, God.
Not Leonard.
Leonard.
I love these
That nigga
niggas.
named
Tariq
Leonard.
Nasheed and Charlemagne.
And
She
Leonard
loves
the
it.
God.
I do love those brothers, you know, but one of them is actually my cousin. So shout out to Charlemagne.
Is he your uncle or your cousin? What type of incest? What's going
Right,
on?
what's
here?
going on, Uncle Cousin? What the fuck is going on?
Leonard's your cousin?
No, he's my uncle. I just say it because we're so close in age. I just be like, we treat each other like cousins.
Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't
that
he
is-
like 48? Like,
well, yeah, but he's a part of the culture.
she
No, he's
said,
like,
well, yeah, but...
He that old?
he's 40. No, he's 40. He's about to be 40. So, yeah, no, he just turned 40 this year, actually.
Why is his name Charlemagne? Because he looked like the Pokemon?
No, because he
Charlenard.
when he was back in his, according to him, I don't remember this. I don't remember nobody.
Was you down
telling
in
us
South Carolina
that.
with him and stuff?
I got family in South Carolina.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Why are you
I got
entertaining
family-
her?
No, I do. I have family in
No,
South
We
Carolina.
know you tell us on the show
From
every
Sumter.
other
Shout out to
episode.
Sumter, South Carolina, where my folks is from.
Where my folks is from.
Yeah, no, for real. Shout out to y'all. And I have a white aunt.
Girl, you from Glenard.
See, all you people that say I hate white people, I love my aunt. Shout out to Aunt Michelle.
From Glenard,
You
no.
is from
I'm
you
Michelle.
Landover.
I said I got family. I'm not from South Carolina, but I got family, like close relatives in
Everybody
South
just got
Carolina.
family in South Carolina or North Carolina. One of the Carolinas, you got some family in there.
Yeah.
Well, no, they close though. They're not distant.
Oh, okay.
But but anyway, what was I even saying? Like,
You don't know.
I don't know. You
Let's
just
move
be all
on.
over the place.
It's like, no.
Move on. Next
what
time.
was it? I really had a point I was making about these
Charlemagne. Why did he get
comedians.
his name?
Oh, because back in his little, fake me out drug days when he was selling drugs, he didn't want to use his name because he knew, like, it was such a small town.
he
Everybody
chose
knew. And all
Charlemagne?
that.
That's
Yeah, he was after like a, what is it, like a king or something or whatever, Charlemagne from like, he spelled it wrong. Of course, that run into the family, the fuck.
Yeah. Two
but-
down-spelling motherfuckers.
Yeah, shout out to Al Sharpton.
This is me making the Azalea Banks face.
Azalea Banks, like,
Kills me.
she ugly as shit. And I'm not even saying that because she's dark skinned, because I'm clearly not
saying
getting
So you can say that because you dog
discriminating.
cat.
She
I
had
say
them
that.
can
ashy
say that.
ass
She
butt cheeks
ugly as
out
shit
at
because her-
Fashion Week with her ashy ass.
Because her personality is fucked up.
Yeah, she's
So
shit.
that made her an
and
ugly
because she's
person.
No, but
also
it's-
not visually attractive.
Yeah.
Is that part.
Because
Both
her-
you guys are correct.
Yeah.
She's inner and outer ugly.
So you can't say I'm colorist.
she's double ugly.
Or colorist shaming because
Double shot.
I'm fucking
Double shot
dark
ugly.
skinned and I'm calling that bitch ugly.
Yeah,
'cause
she's
she got a
definitely
fucking
inside
ugly ass-
out ugly.
She do be making points sometimes, but she has a fucking ugly ass personality. How you gonna tell somebody that who has lupus, I hope they die from lupus? Who the fuck does that?
The bitch
Anyway.
with no scruples. The bitch ain't got no couth.
But back to Cat Williams, I think he's a real one. Shout out to him. I want people to just learn from that you can be successful and not have a white backing. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Who's funnier, Cat Williams or Kevin Hart?
Cat Williams all day.
Ooh, no.
Yeah.
That's a toughie.
Oh my
Cat,
God.
they both,
Kevin.
but Cat y'all like funny as shit. But Kevin he said his.
I feel like I feel like Kevin's a little more versatile. Because, like, most time you see Cat Williams, you heard all his jokes. And they be the same jokes all
You
over
think
again.
so?
Kevin Hart been
Yes.
doing the same shit about his kids for
And his
12
father.
years.
They all grew up and he had different grew up jokes.
He said different.
No.
He just does a different variation of
Nah,
it. But no,
I
you're
ain't gonna
right.
lie though, because I mean, like, I remember when I was first watching like the Pimp Chronicles and shit like that. Man, that shit had me fucking.
Did y'all?
dead.
Okay, that's old.
It's
That's
true.
like earlier, Kevin. Have y'all laughed
that's
at his
Cat.
most? Oh, I remember. Well, have y'all heard of? Have y'all heard his most recent stand up?
The last one I saw
I
was
didn't go last night.
what is that? What now?
No,
Now what?
not this.
The one before,
he's
the one that was in the movie
performing
theater.
now.
The
The
last
last one I
Yes.
saw was the one that was at in the movies. What now? Now
I went
what?
to see it live,
Something?
and it was pretty good.
Yeah, that one was. I did laugh. It was pretty funny, but
It's
that
better
ain't
live
gonna
than
try
I
to
didn't
be-
laugh. I chuckled hard.
Yeah.
Like,
That
So-
ain't gonna get me more than when Cat Williams was talking about how when Barack was running and he was like, "We got all the white presidents." He was like, "Man, you look through the president's book, white. Give me the white presidents, white. That was fucking weak. I was weak. I gotta give it to Cat. I gotta give it to Cat.
I'll give it
I gotta
to
give it to Cat. Blase say Kevin.
Kevin?
I gotta
I
give it
might
to
go
Cat.
at Kevin.
Kevin
No, Kevin is definitely more versatile. I'm just
Yeah.
talking about being funny.
But has Kevin peaked already?
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know. This nigga selling out arenas, so
he's
still
I mean,
selling-
this nigga
he's
selling
still-
out fucking football stadiums.
Talent-wise, not money sales-wise.
I don't think he has no competition for it right now.
That's
No, he's
because white people only pick one nigga at a time for everything.
Is it
That's
really like
what I'm
a
saying.
comedy
'Cause all his
competition though?
all
Like,
his
you funny
movies are the
niggas gonna
same
see those.
movies.
No,
over and over.
whoa,
White people like one
We
nigga at a
gotta stop
time.
what she said. There is competition because before Kevin got on, before Kat got on, when they really was like kicking this shit off, when it was Bernie Mac out there with Sid and all of them.
Nigga, you talking about this is 2018.
I know, but
Well,
that
Has
was
there ever
competition.
really been like a fucking? Has there ever really been like a policing of the comedy field? As
When
far
they
as
had Def
entry?
Comedy Jam and all of those different platforms,
Yeah.
there was more competition. But
Yeah.
now
Now
that's gone,
it's gone.
White people
No,
pick
I don't
one
mean
nigga
like
at a
there's
time.
not other people, or what I mean like, is there ever been an issue where they're only letting one comedian in at a time?
Yes.
I feel
Yes.
like when you have
Yes.
platforms like Def Comedy Jam, it'd be 20 of them niggas on one
But this
platform.
All
don't
funny as
exist
shit,
no
too.
more though.
Right, but that's what I mean. So I don't feel like it was ever like really funneling them to where it's like back. They was getting in, but
But
I
see,
mean,
only
everybody
one
was-
comedian at a time was getting the movies and the sitcoms and stuff like that. Yeah, they had more platforms where more of them could get
I
shot.
don't know. I feel
but
like
they
we
was only
had the
picking one for
Hughley
the-
show. We had the Bernie Mac show.
All of them had
And
shows. The
different
Steve
We had
Harvey.
the Steve Harvey show.
Cedric
We
Entertainer
had
on it.
Cedric the Entertainer, dog. All them
And
niggas was on TV at the same
No,
time.
all them jokes was on TV at the same time.
Cedric
The
Entertainer show
Jamie
was
Foxx
ass,
show.
yeah.
But
He
they
had the
run
Damon
okay,
Wayne. What's
come
the-
on. Some
the
of those
Wayans
were
brothers.
reruns. Some of those
So
were
it's a
playing reruns.
rerun.
Yeah.
Nah, but they all of them
on
all
TV.
Yeah, they're in syndication now, but all of them were live airing at the same time though. They were
Were
all from
they?
the same era.
Yes.
So there was. So you're gonna tell me at one point,
We just
just
told
like
you.
how Kevin Hart is like in all the movies right now, right?
Yeah.
I know you'll listen to this point again because I'm about to light your ass up. There was a time where Martin Lawrence was the only comedian getting a whole rack of movies. There was a time where Eddie Murphy was the comedian.
same
getting
movies
all
that he
the
was in
movies.
Eddie Murphy and Will Smith, Bad Boys
They
Life.
all-
Okay, continue.
All of they all have like basically a segment of time where they're the only one.
Oh, like Harlem Nights when Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor.
Yeah, who did that though?
Reese.
Who did that? But Eddie Murphy was that nigga at that time. That was him who pulled all of them in there, not Hollywood.
Okay, gotcha. Agree to disagree.
Hollywood picks one nigga at a time. No, it's the comedian's choice that whoever they pick, if they're gonna pull other people into the fold with them.
I don't know, because I feel like Mike Epps was doing movies at the same time that Kevin Hart was doing
Nope.
movies.
No,
Mike Epps
and-
had his own little run. It was
I said, but
Yeah,
I
he
feel
has
like, but
one,
he's
yeah.
been in movies around the same time that Kevin Hart was doing movies.
Oh, right.
Chris
no.
Tucker, like, come on now. So
I feel like we've had simultaneous stand-up
Money
comedians
Talks
do
all about
movies
the
at same-
Benjamins. Those movies, no, it's been more black comedians in movies. Maybe y'all not watching the movies.
No. I'm not saying that the movies are not coming out or whatever, but I'm talking about who Hollywood decides to prop up and put in every movie at all, like within a period of time. Other movies come out, yeah, but who's that nigga at that time? It seems like they pick one person at a time.
And the next person up is gonna be Real. Y'all watch Real?
Yeah.
He gonna be the next pick for Hollywood.
I don't know, like, I don't
He
know.
might not be that
see.
funny. He can be next.
Are you talking about Real from Get Out?
Out.
Oh,
But I do think things are slightly changing because of the internet. People can do their own movies and stuff like that.
That's
and
true.
now we controlling the culture like on a direct level. So, but back when we didn't have those outlets, back when we can agree to disagree, but that's
We already
what I feel
said
like I
that
saw.
already. You
But
know
I
what
said
it is?
that again, and when I say it, then it matters
You know what it
because
is? No,
women are
Sabrae.
always
I'm not even Sabrae. Honestly, I know we always joke about this. I just don't think you were old enough.
What?
You have a
You got to
point.
think of like,
No,
okay, you got to
have
think.
a
No,
point.
Friday came out in 1995.
Yes, I
How
was a
old were you?
baby. I was a baby.
So when you
didn't get
unless
to
if
see
you
that when that joint was
so unless if
No.
you unless if you go back and watch all those movies, because all of these weren't like Friday's a cult classic. Like all black people to me like
Yes.
Friday, but it wouldn't win no like Oscar or anything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like unless if you were like watching those movies at that time, you may forget like it was a whole lot of black comedians getting.
So I was alive and watching movies when fucking Martin Lawrence had his run, where he had several movies.
So when would you
in a
say
row.
Martin Lawrence's run was?
As far as movies,
Did
the
you see
whole
So Crazy when it
Blue
came out?
Creek, I said Blue Creek, Blue Streak,
Streak.
Big Mama's House, Bad Boys. And I was alive and well and
So you know when
watching
Bad
those.
Boys came out?
The
You know when
year?
that
No, I
original-
didn't remember what.
96.
Okay,
You know when Friday came out?
you said 95.
Yeah. It was more.
And so, I wasn't done because I was around and watching movies when Eddie Murphy had I guess I want to say the
Independence
Day
Day '96. That's
second.
Will Smith.
Man, that was a good movie.
Okay, yeah, it was. I saw that after
You just felt left out for a while. You're like, man, that was a good movie.
It was a good movie.
But you make a point, and you can discredit me because of my age. No, you can. You can. You have it because you can.
I would never.
But I'm telling you, the people that I was here to see when the movies came out and they debuted.
No, and
I just don't think you peeped the run per se.
I wasn't trying to discredit you. I'm just
saying
saying you may have a different vantage point.
I may do. I may do. In the comment section. Let us know who's right.
Real quick though,
who do you agree with?
Speaking of the comment section, shout out to who I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. I have to remember your name. Somebody in the comments is like a real Yatta fan.
Oh yes,
because
all these niggas Yatta fans.
No. Some was like, "Hey, real quick, is this you?" And he posted my 30 for 30 freestyle video. I was like, "What are you doing with this?" It was totally me though. Appreciate the love.
Yes. Shout out to all the viewers.
That video is like, I think that shit is from like 2013 or 2012.
Did they research
2012?
That shit is like 6 or 7 years
Y'all
old.
The real ones.
Doing her research like Nikki did, huh?
Like that's crazy.
That's tight.
But I mean, bars. But I mean,
bars.
Appreciate it though. Like,
You gotta shout him out though. You gotta know his name.
I know. I'm ill prepared.
I was trying to shot like Steph Curry.
Shout out Yatta stand #1.
Wow, don't do that.
Yeah.
That man said no Yatta, no show. I was like, oh my
God.
He was protesting.
I saw that, right.
He said he was protesting.
Still watching football.
No bullshit.
You're a piece of shit.
While he be watching Cowboys while he's drinking Starbucks and wearing H&M.
Oh, man.
That new shit.
You clean that up real quick. Because
I did have a blazer that I had from H&M for years.
That joke was, I saw the tag. I was like, does that say H&M? This not new.
I'm smarter than the white supremacists. I'm not going to burn my shit up. I already spent the money.
I go to Starbucks. I ain't even going home.
You feel me?
I ain't beefing.
What brand is that smock you have on?
It is not
Wow.
Did he say a smock?
You gonna answer him. You out of pocket.
See, when you have a big booty, okay, and you want to be modest, you wear long
She got the buns
clothes,
too. I'm
okay?
Sabrae got the motherfucking
I don't
buns.
like to be showing, you know what I'm saying, showing off.
She got them motherfucking buns.
It don't matter.
You can't have them, girl. We see them clappers.
I'm used to it. So, yeah,
DJ
this is
clappers
from Zara.
That sounds so fight.
I didn't even see the clappers, so I don't know.
You can be covered up.
From the front, Dad, you ain't
No, you can't.
fight.
Not with the smock one. Not with the.
Girl.
This is Zara, by the way.
Girl,
I hope and pray to God that Zara don't fuck
So
this
you know,
up.
Hey, look, because then I'm going to just really just be like, fuck
I'm a
clothes.
dog.
Then it's got
Sabrae,
everything from
Zara,
fashion.
please
no
don't be
H&M
racist.
owns Zara, right?
No.
I just made that up.
Oh my God, she's about to be sick. She's about to be so sick right now.
Because then we have to get everything
Oh my God,
from Fashion
no.
Nova, girl. So,
God damn.
she's about to be
Fashion Nova be your shit.
That I'm not a big Fashion Nova person, you know, but I fucks with them sometimes.
Fashion Nova is for the fat bammers.
Wow.
They make
So?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
wouldn't say
I mean,
so.
but I mean not everyone. You know.
No, because look, they make a lot of clothes for women.
And it's fire. It's fire.
No, because they make clothes for women that have curves. A lot of times we can't
their
find
jeans are
jeans.
fucking
We can't.
phenomenal.
It's
They make
hard.
Instagram models.
I said for the fat.
Oh, you know, I love their jeans just
fat,
because
Shout out
they
Bernice.
know.
Shout out Bernice. That's who posts all
Bernice.
their
that.
jeans are torched
Motherfucker.
because they got the good stretch in them, and they also are aware of the fact that just because you got some yams or some hips or some ass doesn't mean that your waist is this fucking wide.
Right, yeah, because getting jeans that
They
fit your
swear you
actual
built like
thighs
a
and
box
butt,
if-
it's like you got this much space in the back. Like that's
You gotta go up a
that's
size
wrong.
to fit the thighs, but then your waist be this fucking wide. Like, come
Then
on,
you gotta
bro.
get them altered. Like I'm down, have to get my jeans
Or wear a
altered.
belt.
no more.
I hate wearing belts.
Yeah.
I don't like belts.
Same. So don't. Yeah. I thought you meant FAT. That's why we corrected you.
Oh no. I don't be speaking on fat women. Just the fat women.
Would you date a BBW?
I have.
Yeah.
I told you.
He doesn't
I told
believe
y'all I don't
in
have
like looks.
preferences.
He doesn't
What about
believe in
you?
looks. Anybody can get it, John.
No BBW.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hold on.
So
Okay.
Blase, what's BBW and what's the weight?
What
I'm a BBW.
Cause to me, BBW.
I don't think so.
No.
Off a weight, yeah.
BBW to me is 200 or more.
Easy way to say if her
Oh, well, okay,
gut's
never
bigger than
mind.
her butt, I can't deal with it.
Oh no, I like the guts
Oh.
bigger than the butts.
You do.
No, because it's you.
I said nothing wrong with with that?
I mean, depending on what time of day, that could be a problem for me. Like,
Because when she lay on her back, it's all flat.
if it's like 6:00 p.m., yeah, man, that's probably gonna be my situation.
So you
if you
wouldn't date
catch
a
me
woman
at 7 a.m., it's popping. But
So she-
after breakfast,
She 200 pounds. You wouldn't date her.
So it's some fit 200 pounds.
Yeah, because they
what if I was
tall.
200 pounds?
So,
You're not
If they
200 pounds.
five,
I
if
said-
they 5'4".
But you know how much? You have no idea how much I weigh, though.
I don't. But I know
Exactly.
you're not 200 pounds, though.
Barely.
all right, so what's the weight then?
All right, Kevin. Barely.
What's the weight then?
I don't know.
What's the BBW? Because for us to have this discussion, we have to kind of come
I
up
don't
with
feel
pretty
like
sure-
you can necessarily put a weight limit on it. It's all
can't.
about how you
The
carry the weight.
proportion.
It's
about
How
the
you carry the weight.
proportions.
Because
Yeah.
200 pounds on one woman might not look like
So
200
she
pounds
300
on
and carry her weight good.
Hey,
I mean,
she
if it's
carry
all
her weight
ass
good.
and thighs,
So
you
she
know.
400.
But she got to
Okay,
be
now
fit.
you're just doing too much.
She got to
Okay,
be
but I
fit.
get
I
what
Hold
feel
on.
you're
like you can be fit 400 pounds.
I feel like
No,
it's nothing
no,
wrong.
it's
Unless you're
impossible.
8'9". Like,
Shout out to all the women who are thicker than thick, you know what I'm saying, which are the BBWs. Cause I hate when BBWs be like, I'm thick. Cause I'm like, no, sis, you
there's a
thicker
very
than thick.
distinct line
But it's
between thick and
okay.
fat. You've blurred that line is gone, baby.
But
You're
it's
past it.
okay to be that. You know what I'm
Right, embrace
saying?
it.
All I'm saying,
But
as long
it's
as she be
nothing
right.
wrong with men not wanting thicker than thick, you know what I'm saying?
Everybody has their
Super size,
preference.
you know what I'm saying?
It's
Woman.
not-
It's nothing wrong with that.
I'm not saying the girl gotta be extra tone or you know what
Right.
I'm saying, but it's all how you, like you said, carry your weight.
Yeah.
Because some girls just let it go and they just be like, all flab and
Right.
gut. Like,
Yeah, if
you
you
like-
got good proportions, then you can pull any type of finesse if you got good proportions.
Yeah,
though.
if you got it right.
That's been
Depends
what
on
saved.
genetics mostly.
That's honestly been what saved me. And
Please,
in my,
hey, viewers, please shoot your DMs and my shot and all that shit.
In my-
See,
Don't judge
blogs
me.
ain't like women that work out. I don't
in my
like women that work out.
fluctuating weight,
Really?
honestly,
Yeah,
the
fucking
only thing
trainers.
that saved me is the fact that my
I
proportions
don't like
have
that.
never
I
gone
like
Hold
down.
the
you.
fuck up.
Not
Hold
you.
the fuck
I
up.
like girls that eat good.
Every trainer is not even like that. You
Oh,
know?
Yeah.
8 out of 10?
Yes, they
No,
are.
Not
because
you. Not-
shout out to Stephon.
Shout out to Stephon. I'm
Shout
not
out to
talking
him, the
about you.
workouts. Stephon, I respect Stephon so much that even before he was married, he never. No, I'm just bigging him up, and maybe
Okay.
trainers out there might want to take a little bit notes. Stephon has never said anything inappropriate, never did anything inappropriate, never said no suggesting text messages, because that's big for women, because I don't want nobody that's constantly trying to, you know what I'm saying? So
I had a creep
Maybe
trainer
every-
before in college. It
But
was
maybe
kinda-
he
it
thought
was-
you were ugly and
It
didn't
was
like
kind
you.
of
Wow.
No.
That was smooth.
Oh.
He put that in there nowhere.
No, I'm not even trying. Maybe you want his cup of tea.
Sean, you
That's
on
why he said that.
fire. No,
You know
I had
what?
a creep
I
trainer
get that.
before.
No, I get that. I get that point. But I from what I understand, because I've recommended so many people to him, they could not be his type as well. But I mean, he ain't gonna do
never
it now
been that.
anyway, because
He doesn't
he's
even
married.
strike
He's
me as he
happily
doesn't even
married,
give me
but-
those vibes though.
And that's so rare, and I really fuck with that, and that makes you feel
I had
so
a creep
comfortable.
trainer though. I had a creep trainer that, for one, he used to. I'd stopped training with him because, for starters, he used to train me in like Nike breakaways, and he ain't had no drawers on.
Wow.
And that's wild as shit, because you can't just be loose.
Super wild.
You can't be trying to like brace me for lunges and squats, and you just loose balling it behind. That's
Wow,
not
that's
cool.
wild.
But he made a comment to me that was grossly inappropriate, and that's why I stopped
I've
training
heard
with
these
him.
horror stories
He
where it's kinda
basically
hilarious.
said that, like, he's like, hey, so let me ask you something. I was like 19 at the time, and he was just like, what if you're like with your lover, right? And you're like giving him oral pleasure, and then he just like pulls it out of your mouth and just smacks you with it. Like, I'm like, why are you saying this?
Where
to
did
me?
that-
Oh,
Wow.
I've heard stories like this exactly like this almost. Who was this trainer?
His name. Okay.
Hey, we'll talk about that. I think I know what you're talking about.
But some dudes are just so creepy. Like,
But
I
we
know
didn't
I
even
have
have that kind of rapport to have that kind of conversation.
I know who you're
It's
talking about,
super
too.
inappropriate.
And so I heard a story from one of my female clients who went to a barber who she said that when she was shaping him up from the front, he put his genitals on her knee, and she tried to move her knee, and he put it back on there. And I just think that guys out there, when y'all dealing with women, stop being fucking creeps, because that's just so inappropriate. It makes it so uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? So
Instagram
don't
wasn't
do
out
that.
then. Hold on. No, he's trying to find. He trying to find a trainer.
We're trying to do a skip trace on the creepy trainers.
We'll talk about this.
Creepy
Yeah,
trainers,
that's why
creepy
don't put your
barbers.
dick
Y'all
on
need to
my
get that
knee.
shit the
Don't
fuck out.
fucking
Every time when I say
knee
that, because
no.
Stephon, shout out the Hampton workout, very good man. I can tell he's just.
Right. One day
He's
he'll
a
get you
good
to learn how to
dude.
do
He's
it.
a
So when I say that, I'm not saying
Oh,
every
I know.
trainer,
I know that.
but
I know
I
that.
think the
Yeah.
majority of the. photographers.
Yes, I just wanted to.
And you know what?
Him
It's super wild
Wait.
too because you fuck the money up doing stuff like that, and that's stupid. You put women in a fucked up position, and then you're losing money. So it's like when you decide to step off that precipice and be in that profession where you're dealing with women, a lot of the times you have to strictly be professional if you about your coin. Otherwise, you're gonna be out here chasing pussy and not making no money. You're gonna look stupid.
That is so true.
So,
what was you about to say?
About what?
I don't know. You supposed to say something.
Before, if people move forward about the creepy painters and stuff, I understand where y'all coming from with that, and photographers, but then you gotta realize sometimes, and that's always not always on men, if girls be acting like I want free shots or I want this, and niggas like I need to pay for something.
Oh, we know that one bitch that'll give in will fuck the money up for all the real bitches.
That's true.
That's why dudes will have their mentality that all women can be bought or stuff like that because it's bitches that give into that shit. So just understand, it's not everybody fucking with me. You might get
cut.
A few votes. You might get your nerves opened up. I'm just not even gonna hold you.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Vontae Davis for retiring at halftime today. Good job, bro.
What?
That's crazy.
Y'all didn't see
Say
that?
that one more time.
Vontae Davis played for the Bills.
Okay.
That's Vernon Davis.
He cornerback. Yeah, he cornerback.
He quit at halftime today. He retired in the middle of the game.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's real nigga report coming up.
Right. You got just do it now. Like
Just go ahead into that
Just said, you know what? Man, fuck this shit. I'm over this.
man.
I'm over.
Fuck this shit.
it's like the nigga that quit after lunch. Like, you know what? You just go on your lunch break. Like, you know what? I'm not coming back.
I'm not coming back.
I went home.
That's exactly what he did. Halftime.
They call you like, dude, something happened. Yeah, I went home. I'm done. I'm finished.
I'm done.
That guy retired at halftime.
This is over.
Wow. But really quickly, before we close out, because this is towards the end of the show, I wanted to, even though we don't have that much information, we have enough to speak on it really quickly. There was an incident in Dallas where a female suspected race soldier,
Amber Geiger.
yes,
How you say it?
Amber Geiger.
Cokehead ass name.
Call her by her name.
She went into a black man's home in the apartment complex which she lived. She was on the wrong floor. She was on a different floor, different door, all of that. Everything that you could think of. And she walked in and killed this man. And this unarmed man who was in his own home. And I just want people out there to know that, you know, we do live in a system of white supremacy. And you're not safe in your own home. So we need to be on code at all times. People think that, if I just coon it up, I'll be all right. Or if I just stay in the house, I'll be all right. No, they can come into your home too. So you just need to be mindful of that. What are your thoughts on the developing story? Because it's still developing. Not much information has come out.
Liar. She's a fucking liar. Actually, one of the residents in their building, a white woman at that though, not that necessarily had to be noted, but interesting enough, had made a video. I saw it on Twitter. And she basically posted, and she was basically debunking Amber Geiger's story. And her story changed so many times. They gave her like 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And
she's out, by the way.
Her, like, on some bullshit. They gave her like 3 days, probably to sober up and some more shit. Because it's like, how the fuck do you? I don't care how cooked I've been. I ain't never got off on the wrong floor and went to the wrong door. And then she claims initially that she was struggling with the key in the door. She put the shit down that she had in her hands, was trying to get the door open. He pulled the door open. She was like, "Show me your hands." Mind you, she's off duty. Pulls her firearm and shoots him to death. Then the story goes that the door was ajar, that the door was cracked open, and so she thought that she was at her house, thought that someone was intruding. So, but I'm like, okay, you said it, you saw him in the dark, but you said, let me see your hands. How are you going to see his head? If it was dark. But either way, a woman goes in there, she shows how the key fob works because they have those keys with the fob. So you stick it in the lock and then, you see the light blink. She shows how the door unlocks. She goes inside. She said, now let's see if my door will stay propped open. She let the door, mind you, there's no momentum or nothing. The doors do not stay propped open.
Heavy doors. They close.
They don't stay propped open. The door slammed no matter what she did. She was like, lying. This bitch is fucking lying.
I didn't see that.
Too many stories.
Have you seen the part where they found marijuana in his house?
Oh yeah, now then they got a warrant to search his house.
And he's dead.
But this is the kicker though. But it's all clickbait though. Because when you read the stories, they found her backpack, some other shit or whatever. They never specified where the weed was, but the headlines are always going to be put in a way to demonize him.
They're trying to
probably her weed.
They tried to criminalize that man, as if it mattered. It could have been fucking.
She didn't know that when she went in that
guns,
bitch,
and that still doesn't justify his killing. So we have to always be mindful of that. You look at the Philando Castile situation where he had his gun, but it was he had a permit for it and everything like that. They tried to criminalize that man with traffic tickets, with speeding tickets, because they couldn't find anything else on him.
To justify their murders on the back end.
So the media is complicit with this. the Dallas Police Department is complicit with this.
They gave that bitch 3 days.
Yeah, well, she didn't spend more than a few hours in jail.
No, I mean they gave her 3 days before they dealt.
Yeah.
By then, she sobered up. You should have been taking blood samples then to see her level of intoxication.
We don't know if he's drunk or not. It's rumors that they were dating, which is not necessarily true. People need to. This is something somebody made up on the internet.
She was probably fucking cooked to above the limit, off duty. It just was completely. Like,
I don't know.
Bullshit.
I don't want to put anything out there. I don't know if she was intoxicated or not, and because I don't know if they're going to say that, because if that's the case, and if you live in Dallas, you need to have a class action suit saying that. Well, I don't know about this situation because the officer could have been drunk. I allow y'all officers to drink while on duty or whatever the case is. So I don't know if that was the case. I'm not giving that bitch no outs, but I just want the people in the community to understand that take this as a lesson. We need to be on code. You cannot coon your way out. You cannot stay at home and avoid these white supremacists. They can run up in your home,
right.
and you need to. And you know that the system is going to be, helping her out. To say that you went into somebody else's house but you had verbal commands, and that the Fox News is saying, well, she gave him verbal commands. That's in his motherfucking house.
Bitch, you off duty. You're off duty. He don't even know who the fuck you are.
How do you see somebody and you say it was pitch black at the same time? So
You're not giving me verbal commands, bitch. You're at my house.
When you break into someone else's house, you're a criminal.
Right, and the door was not ajar, obviously, and she had special keypad.
He pulled the door open because he heard somebody fiddling with his fucking lock in the middle of the night, normal.
If I accidentally walk into someone's house, I'm still breaking the entry.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just look at it like a natural human reaction when something like that happens. Let's say you thinking you're at your door, allegedly, and you're fiddling with the lock and somebody pulls the door open. Naturally, you're like, oh shit, you're going to jump back. Yeah, you went straight to your gun and shot him?
She doesn't have like a doormat, didn't realize, hey, this is not my
No.
welcome
She
mat.
does, though. Like, he has a doormat and she doesn't, or vice versa.
Yeah, he has a red doormat.
Yeah, he had a red doormat. She doesn't. But did not realize where you were. Bull.
Was she on drugs?
There's something to that. We need to realize the
motive. Did they drug test her?
They did.
I don't know.
They gave her 3 days to sober up, basically. They don't want to admit that that's why they gave her 3 days, but they gave her 3 days to sober up so that when they did test her, it wouldn't come back that she had anything in her system. What good does it do you to test her 72 hours later? That means nothing.
And did they search her home? Is the question, and I don't think so, because I didn't see
searching
none
his
of that
home
in the articles that they have released
Searching his
about
home
her.
makes sense because a murder took place there, but it's bullshit at the same time.
But if she's the criminal who pulled the trigger, you have to search her. Right.
So, okay, I got weed in my house. And?
We don't know if it's his weed, though.
No,
that's what I'm saying. No, it doesn't. But I'm saying is, it could have been her weed, but they staged those headlines in a way to make you feel like this person is a criminal.
Well, what they do all the time is just try to justify the killing. Because a lot of people, unfortunately, black and white, will look at it like, well, that'll paint the narrative in their mind.
He had weed anyway. He's probably a criminal.
He might was selling it. He might was smoking it. He might was high. He might have tried to do something. So don't let them do that. They try to do that with every situation. I just want y'all to look at this clear. She's going to get off. Let's be clear. She's going to get off. But what are we going to do about it? So, I'm just saying.
It's a very sick situation.
It is. Because you cannot justify this at all. She wasn't
was like your age. She was
nothing.
26?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's
Sick,
crazy.
man.
First of all, if that was a black guy, he'd have been in jail immediately. No questions asked.
Of course. They treat black officers for doing small things, small infractions, worse than they do a white supremacist who actually kills unarmed black people.
Mm-hmm. Very
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But
this is a sport to them, Joe.
For sure.
It's like I ain't gonna fuck.
Right. Who can kill the most and get off the fastest?
We just have to use this as a learning experience, stay on code, support people who support us, punish people who do things to harm us. But that's it for today's show. Sean, I want you to go ahead and close out this week's episode, please, as you did so well last week.
If you can, fucking subscribe to No Disclaimers Podcast.
Yes.
Thank you, DJ Blase, for coming to the show.
Thank you.
We are happy to have you. We appreciate you.
Next time, bring the Bottle Girls and hookah with me.
That was a great idea.
If I get invited back, I'm here for Bottle Girls and hookah.
I'm about to say, Sabrae said you lying. Sabrae said you lying.
All right. I'm Sean.
I'm Yatta.
And I'm Sabrae.
And this was
No Disclaimers Podcast.